All right, hey guys, Jerry from Showtime Audio. So we're wrapping up on the gorgeous 2025 Lamborghini Sterrato. So this client came in for a digital rear view mirror. So the problem with this car is there is no back window. So you have a rear view mirror, but you cannot see anything out of it. And to say that this car is wide and you have to be worried about it when backing up or driving it in the city is an understatement. So what the client wanted was a digital mirror, like a lot of your new vehicles have. So basically what that means and does is that you have a mirror, but it's a monitor, and then there's a camera out of the back. So in essence allows you to see through that back panel, right? Because you're in the mirror, the camera is behind this panel, which I'll show you the camera here in a second. There's the camera. So that's the factory camera, and that's the camera that we added on. And we did it this way because this way there's no holes in the vehicle. Now, one thing to note is the exhaust is right there. See that shiny material? That is a heat shield to protect all this plastic and cladding from the exhaust, which exhaust is there and there. So in order to run our wires, we have to run our wires down the original harness. Now we also have to use a heat shield material that we put over it, which is a reflective material, which helps keep the heat off the cable. Last thing we want is for the camera wire to melt and obviously have a failure. You won't be able to use the camera anymore. So this is the original mirror, right? And this is the new digital mirror. So not much of a size difference, but huge help as far as what you can see. So here, let's just put this up, right? So if you put this up and you look in that rear view mirror, you can't see much of anything, right? So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna turn the key on. Expand. So it's a Rydeen mirror. He also has a blend mount with this radar detector, but that's our view now. So this is the nice thing about this mirror is it has both a front facing camera, which is not on right now, and a rear facing camera. So if I tap the screen, that's our front facing camera. So not only is it a digital mirror, but it's also a dash cam. So it has a front dash cam and a rear dash cam. So there's your front and rear dash cams. You can see them both if you like, or just the one. So then if you go again, that's your rear dash cam. And then it will record, tells you all this good stuff. But also another cool feature is, like a modern mirror, you're able to do this, right? So I can see, okay, how I can see as high as I want or as low as I want, right? Or anywhere in between. It's really nice, and it gives the client a ton of flexibility and makes it much easier to drive the car because you can actually see what's going on behind you. Now typically we do these mirrors a lot in vehicles that have no rear windows. Let's say a work van, a construction van, or something like that. But in this application, it makes a ton of sense because you, in essence, cannot see anything out of that rear view mirror. So this is very, very useful. Now, there are quite a few challenges to make it fit in this vehicle. So the mirror, normally this mirror either comes with some mounts or some straps that you can strap it onto the existing mirror. But that would have brought them, if we strapped it on the mirror, one, it would have looked horrible. Two, it would have brought it much further forward, so it doesn't look good. So what we ended up doing is we ordered a special kit that allows us to adapt the Rydeen mirror to the original mount. So if you can see all the original plastic, all the original housing, it bolts in exactly the same way. So what we ended up having to do is disassemble this mirror. If you can see, it's what they call an edgeless mirror, right? So there's no edge, it's glass all the way to the edge, which is a bit of a challenge all in itself to disassemble without breaking the mirror. Then you have to disassemble the base and remove the wiring harness. And then you have to bolt it all back together and reassemble it. But now it is literally the same exact mount, housing, everything. The only thing that's different is the actual mirror itself. And then obviously we had to run wires for the power, the ground, ignition, as well as the new backup camera, which is on the back of the vehicle, which we showed you. If you have a Lambo or any car that has low visibility or no visibility out the back, like a van or an RV, or let's say even like an older car, this is something that you can do in the vehicle, which will make it much safer and much more functional, because you can see this all the time as opposed to having to rely on your side mirrors or trying to, you could turn around, but it's blocked off, right? So this is a great solution, really helps.
Visit our website at showtimeaudiochicago.com.